Hello folks, welcome to Mobile, Alabama. Beautiful summer day. My name is Herman Rhodes. My friends call me Dusty because of my last name, Dusty Rhodes. And I'm here to explain the first chapter of Genesis. Years ago, 1972, well, even before that, but 1972 especially, I got interested in the first chapter of Genesis, and I wanted to write a book on it. And I read the Bible from cover to cover, and I thought I was ready to write. And I also read some books on evolution. So I sat down and started to write one night, and it was raining outside and storming. And when I started writing, I thought I was doing real good, and all of a sudden a big bolt of lightning hit the building and knocked out all the lights, and I went about 3 feet in the air. And when I came back down, my book I was writing went in the trash can, and it stayed there for 15 years. So I figured I had something wrong. So I started studying that first chapter of Genesis over and over, and I read it every way I could read it. And I couldn't make heads or tails out of it. So finally I got a concordance. And I'm a merchant marine, and I was on a ship with a Christian. And he had a lot of research books with him. Now when you get off those ships, you got your souvenirs to carry, you got all your bags, and books is just extra weight. And he knew that I was interested in the Bible, so he gave me his concordance. And the other books that went with it. But the concordance especially, I got to reading, and I got to looking up some of those Hebrew and Greek words, and I found out that the first chapter of Genesis had words in there that should have been used that King James didn't use in his translation. And the reason for that was he couldn't understand those words. When the writers, like in Proverbs, when Solomon talked about squirrels, King James had no idea what squirrels were. Well, we know that that's how gravity pulls in on a protoplanetary cloud and pulls it in as an eddy. And that's the swirl he's talking about. And that's the mechanics of the universe, is all from gravity, and is the basics of how it works. And so our generation can understand those Hebrew words that he didn't use. So when you look up those Hebrew words and put them all together, you can get a new story about how the universe formed that makes sense. And it also fits with the Hubble telescope pictures. So, and a lot of stuff science has found out. Now, science is not all wrong. You know, a lot of Christians hear the word science and they panic, you know. Oh, no, I don't want to hear none of that stuff. Well, they're not all wrong. They have some things right. And a lot of things right. So, if we use what they have along with the Bible, that's what I did, and I come up with a complete story. A lot of people are scared of the word evolution. And the scientific theory of evolution, I can see why. You know, I don't agree with that at all. You know, that's just a made-up story. But they say they have a lot of evidence to go with it, but usually their evidence turns out to be evidence of something else, you know. And in this case of the Bible, that's what they did. They got evidence of something else, and they're trying to use it for evidence of the creation. But the Bible says the seed was in the earth. And when God designed the universe, he understood exactly what was going on. That's the first thing he did, was bring forth understanding. So by understanding, he knew exactly how to create the universe. And he knew it all. He proved every truth there is. And every truth there is God. That's what he is. But he proved it. And he understood it. So by total understanding, he knew exactly